So now we're going to do possessive pronouns. I just want to tell everybody in advance that there are people walking around me, and by people, I mean dog gnawing on a bone and stuff like that. So if you hear any dog barking or any noises or whatever, little perros, little doggies. So possessive pronouns. Kind of like what I said about por and para, there's not much grammar to possessive pronouns. It really is just a lot of memorization. But I'm going to go through a couple of things with you that might facilitate this and not make it just simple rote memorization for you, but rather help you to understand things a little bit more. So everything that I have available here in the screen share, I also have available for you on your course's Canvas site. So make sure to look there. But I'm going to start sharing the screen with you. And the first thing I'm going to show you is this thing. Wait, no, hold up. Screen share. Yeah, this one. I'm not going to look at all of the PowerPoint slides on this one, just maybe number 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here we go. So hold on, I need to scooch over and get comfy-ish or something. So on this slide right here, we're talking about possessive pronouns. If you hear a crunching noise in the background, there's a white dog right in front of me. He's big and cute. He's crunching on a something loud. I'm sorry, this is as good as it gets. So possessive pronouns. You have seen possessive adjectives before. Possessive adjectives are usually introduced in chapter 2 and chapter 3 in most course curriculums in some of the very first chapters. But in our curriculum, we look at possessive adjectives early on, and then we look at possessive pronouns. Oh God, there's another dog. If we look at possessive pronouns later on in the chapter. So let me just walk you through some of these and help you to figure out what these things kind of mean. So possessive pronouns. It says, estos pantalones, I can't do this. I should have started over. I'm just going to keep on going. Here we go. Stuff happens, right? So, estos pantalones no son míos. Estos pantalones no son míos. The sentence, oddly enough, says, these pants are not mine. We're gonna let this ride. Just keep on going. Pretend like nothing happened. Stop. Manu, por favor. These pants are not mine. That's something that we say every day. These pants are not mine. And then the response, oh, now I get it. They're packing. I understand now. It says, tienes razón. You're right. Tienes razón, Angela. You're right. Stop biting my foot. You're right, Angela. Los tuyos, that means yours. Los tuyos están en la maleta. Yours are in the suitcase, maleta, suitcase. Now, how do we come up with this los tuyos, meaning yours? The reason for which it's tuyos is because we're saying yours, and the reason we have this los in front of it is because what are they referring to? They're saying yours, meaning your pants. Los pantalones is masculine and plural. Only got to get better on slide 2, right? So here we go. This is what I was talking to you about, the possessive adjectives that you all looked at before whenever you were potentially in a Spanish 1 class here at UMKC. And your possessive adjectives are mi, tu, su, nuestro, su, and it always has to be either singular or plural. And then in this case over here, it has to be either singular or plural and feminine or masculine. So the example of how we used way back in the day, how we used possessive adjectives, which is not what we're talking about now, because now it's possessive pronouns, is mi casa es verde y tu casa es amarilla, literally meaning my house, mi casa, and your house being tu casa. Remember that that is possessive adjective, just to give you a quick refresher on that, but it is not possessive pronouns. We saw possessive pronouns in this slide that we just looked at with the los tuyos. Why is it masculine and plural? Because again, we're talking about los pantalones, which is masculine and plural, and they're saying yours. So remember that that meant yours. Now we're going to skip to slide 4. I'm only going to show you 4 and 5 in this one. This one will show you your possessive pronouns. So notice that your possessive pronouns, you need to be careful whether it is masculine or feminine. Mío, mía, for mine. Tuyo, tuya, also for mine. Suyo, suya, that could be his, hers, ustedes, to dogs, and etc. As you can look down the list. Over here, the plural possessive pronouns, we have míos and mías. So notice that it's just the pluralized form of mío and mía. Tuyos, tuyas, suyos, etc. You can look over here in this column and you can see what it means. So anytime I say any one of these 4, mío, mía, míos, mías, it always means mine. Tuyo, tuya, tuyos, tuyas, it always means yours. So remember that possessive pronouns have 4 forms. They have singular, plural, masculine, and feminine. The thing that we have to remember is that with possessive pronouns, we need a definite article to come in front of them. So that's where you see this el, la, and the los, las. So if I wanted to say yours, yours, so I think there's an intruder. Come here. So if I wanted to say yours, we know that we would have to look over here and it would be one of these things in this column, and it would either be tuyo, tuya, tuyos, tuyas. If I wanted to say yours, it just depends on whether I'm talking about something that's yours, that is masculine and singular, I would say el tuyo. If it's something that is yours, that is feminine and singular, I would say la tuya. If it's something that's yours, that's masculine and plural, I would say los tuyos. And if it's something that's yours, that is feminine and plural, I would say las tuyas. Y'all can look at that and see. Just the big thing to remember from this slide is that every time we use possessive pronouns, we also need to use the appropriate definite article in front of it. So either el, la, los, or las. One quick thing down here on slide 5, just to give us an example of this before I switch to another thing that I'll show you really quickly. So we have basically what I just said, that the definite article needs to precede the possessive pronoun and it agrees in gender and number. And so it says, aquí hay 2 cuadernos. And that means here are 2 notebooks, uno negro, a black one, y uno azul, and a blue one. ¿Cuál es el tuyo? Which is yours? El negro o el azul? The black one or the blue one? So we're focusing here on the definite article that is masculine and singular, el, and our possessive pronoun that is also in its masculine and singular form, tuyo, el tuyo. So we need to ask ourselves, why is it in both of these things, the definite article and the possessive pronoun, why is it in its masculine and singular form? Because what is it referring to? This whole thing is about, here are two notebooks, cuadernos, a black one, so it would be un cuaderno negro, and a blue one, un cuaderno azul. Obviously, it would be this right here is referring to the notebook, and notebook, el cuaderno, is masculine and singular. So the person answers and says, el mío es azul, or el mío es el azul. Mine is the blue one. So we have mine, mío. We have it preceded by its definite article, el. Both of these, the definite article and also the possessive pronoun, are in their masculine singular form for the same reason as up above, which is because we are referring to the notebook, el cuaderno, that is masculine and singular. So that's what I wanted to show you from that. And then again, you have this available to you on your course site. And let me show you let me show you something else. Something else that you also still have available to you on your course site. And that would be this. So I might go through this a little bit quickly, but just so that you can get an idea, all of these sentences are in Spanish, and I guess just an idea of what they kind of mean in English so that they make sense. In all of these, notice when you see mío, mía, míos, mías to mean mine, look for the appropriate definite articles that might accompany them, el, mío, la, mía, los míos, las mías, and remember that it will be in that form, whether it be singular or plural or feminine or masculine, based on what it is referring to. So, more stuff about pants. Mamá, ¿son míos esos pantalones? Mom, are these my pants, or are these pants mine? No. ¿No son tuyos? No, they're not yours. Son de tu hermano. They're your brothers. Tuyos and míos are possessive pronouns. Obviously, in their masculine and plural form, because they're referring to los pantalones, the pants. Then in the next slide, we have, mi casa es un desastre. My house is a disaster. Y la tuya? Why is it saying la tuya? Because what are we referring to? My house, casa, la casa, my house is a disaster. And yours, that's what this is saying right here. And yours. And somebody says, of course not. No, la mía está muy limpia y ordenada. So this person is saying, no, la mía, mine, la mía, and it's mine in its singular and feminine form, because we're referring to mine, the house, la casa. In the next slide, ¿son los abuelos de Luisa? Are those Luisa's grandparents? No, hers live in Panama. No, los suyos viven en Panama. Blah, blah, blah. Why do we have los suyos here? Because who are we referring to, or what are we referring to? We're referring to los abuelos. Are those Luisa's grandparents? Abuelos? No. Los suyos viven en Panama. No. Hers, meaning Luisa's, hers live in Panama. Many students will say, well, if we're talking about Luisa, why is it not feminine? Because we are not trying to figure out anything really about Luisa. We're trying to determine whose grandparents we're talking about. And los abuelos, grandparents, is masculine and plural, and that's why we see los suyos. Then we have, ¿esa guitarra es similar a la tuya? Is this guitar similar to yours? Why does it say la tuya? Don't think to yourself a person being feminine and singular. Think to yourself the guitar is feminine and singular because it's la guitarra. So this guitar is this guitar similar to yours, la tuya? We have the definite article la, which is feminine and singular, and we have tuya, the way to say yours, which is also feminine and singular. Why again? Because we're referring to la guitarra, which is feminine and singular. And then that's going to continue on here with this feminine and singular stuff because we're still talking about the guitar. And the question is that guitar similar to yours? And the answer is no, la mía no es eléctrica. No, la mía no es eléctrica. No, mine is not electric. So la mía, mine, is in its feminine and singular form because again, we're still talking about your what? Your guitarra, which is feminine and singular. La mía. We'll see if there is some other good examples that would show us something that we haven't seen already. Yeah, we'll look at this one. So just to finish up with, I guess, full circle moment where we started with the people and their suitcase, and no, they're not talking about their pants anymore. Ramiro, ¿tus maletas ya están listas? Ramiro, are your suitcases ready? So listas meaning ready, or are your suitcases already ready? And he's ready. He says, sí, las mías ya están listas para el viaje. Sí, las mías ya están listas para el viaje. Viaje meaning trip. Listas meaning ready. It's an adjective that's in its feminine and plural form because it's describing the suitcases, las maletas. And final note for this chaotic lesson, but really doing the best I can just to get this stuff to you as soon as possible. Las mías. Why is it like that? So remember, the original question is, Ramiro, are your suitcases ready already? We're talking about las maletas, feminine and plural. So we don't care that we are talking to a boy, Ramiro. Don't think masculine and singular because of him. Think feminine and plural because of las maletas. So that's why he said, yeah, or yes, las mías, mine, are ready for the trip. So notice that we have mías, mine, in its feminine and plural form because he's referring to his suitcases that are ready, and suitcases, las maletas, is feminine and plural. And we have our definite article that is also feminine and plural. So thank you guys. Thanks everybody for your patience and for the interruptions and the doggies and whatever. And that was possessive pronouns.